Hey guys, I'm Janet, on occasion, and today we're playing another Total War Warhammer Battle Replay. So as you can see here, I brought the Wood Elves, led by Orion, and you know what, I think I'm actually just going to speed this up from the beginning, because this takes ages. So there's a game of cat and mouse going on in this one, and the actual battle doesn't start for ages. As you can see, it took a quarter of an hour. So let's just fast forward the hell out of it. So here, front line of Eternal Guard, including the Winter Heart Guards, which are unbreakable, which is very nice. Obviously the anti-large isn't going to help against the dwarves, but yeah, the armor piercing will, and they're fairly cheap. So also a couple of units of Treekin. Again, magic attacks isn't great, but yeah, they just don't die, so they're really useful. Also 3 units of Wildwood Rangers. These guys will just chew through dwarves. Yeah, if you can get flanks on them, fantastic. But if they get shot to pieces before they get to the front line, then it's a massive waste of money. Also, got a couple of Glade Guard. So here you can see the game of cat and mouse beginning. So here there's some Bugman's Rangers, and they have Vanguard deployed, and now I'm chasing them. I don't know how many units are in here, so I just sent 3 guys. Later on I'll bring the Treekin and the Eternal Guard back and just let the Wild Rangers do it, because I know they can basically kill them all without any problems. So I couldn't see the rest of his army as well, which was annoying. So I move up here, realise he's got a load of organ guns and stuff, so I just hang back, because, yeah, I want this dealt with first and get my units back. So, yeah, so his front line, Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, obviously fantastic against, you know, the Wood Elves with their fire attacks, which is great. Also, you know, Dwarf Warriors across the front line. He's also got a couple of units of Quarrelers. He's got 2 organ guns, which is very scary. They're very good at taking out, like, you know, Treekin or whatever, but they will do damage to infantry, you know, as they're approaching, and then they can switch to large things like Treekin or, you know, the Lord. So they're very useful against the Wood Elves, I find. Also, he's got 3 units of Longbeards, great weapons, one of which being the Grumbling Guard. So as he starts shooting at me, actually does a lot of damage to a unit of Wildwood Rangers, which is exactly what I didn't want to happen. But over here, yeah, these guys killed all of them without any casualties. It was boring, so whatever, they come back. So, yeah, we're finally getting to a position. Oh yeah, so use a regrowth on the Wildwood Rangers to get them back up to, you know, full health for their models, which is good. So now I'm just waiting for my army to get back from over here. Because, you know, I'm not going to engage yet, that'd be silly. So I do actually bring out Orion here into this forest to see if I can hit them with a couple of spells, because, you know, he's got those free ones. He's got the Hounds of Orion and the not piercing bolts, whatever it's called. So you'll see me a bit and try and shoot at me, but that's fine. So let's go back to normal speed, shall we? So yeah, still probing the line. You can see his organ guns. You know what, the organ guns, did they get a buff to range? Because I feel like they can shoot a lot further than they used to be able to. Which is very annoying for me. So here I use not piercing bolts. I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically piercing bolts. So there we go. So do a bit of damage to the Longbeards. Not a huge amount, but some, and it's free. And I know it'll take a while to get in here, and they replenish really quickly. So I also decide to try and stop these Quarrelers from shooting by throwing Hounds at them. But all the Hounds walk off over this way, which is a bit annoying. But it hits their front line a bit. But generally, soddle damage. So not very good. But it's free, so I may as well keep getting it out. So you can see he's going for my Spell Singer quite a lot. But she's a small target, so not all those are going to hit, so that's good. So, starting to approach now, and the actual battle can commence. So they're down 1 unit of Bugman's Rangers. So I'm bringing in my my Wild Rangers from the back. I wanted them to come in last because I wanted him to be, you know, shooting at things that I, you know, am less concerned about. So, so that'll help. So here you can see, you know, a lot of guys coming in the middle here. Orion's coming in the middle too. You know, the Wild Range can deal with these guys. But you can see the Winterheart Guard are suffering huge amount of damage. I'm pretty sure they got hit by a Brood of Wrath and Ruin at one point. So I'm trying to keep them alive, because they're unbreakable, so I know they'll, you know, fight all day, which is rather nice. So I try and get some fire onto the organ guns. I soon realise it doesn't really do much, so I do switch onto the Quarrelers, and I decide I'm going to go for the organ guns with, you know, some flanking manoeuvres. So here you can see Wildwood Rangers and Eternal Guard doing very well, actually, against the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass and the Longbeards. So yeah, here you can see I'm going for the Grumbling Guard a bit as well, because, you know, they're a bit annoying to have around. So, yeah, I'm trying to hit a bit of everything, but my Glade Guard are getting torn to pieces, but it's keeping them from shooting other more valuable things, in my opinion. So, it'll do, guys. So, yeah, so you can see Wild Rangers coming around to face off these, you know, Grumbling Guard. Annoyingly, I can't get a flank in until one of these lines breaks. Over on this side, things are looking a bit iffy. You know, I've just got the Treekin in here, fighting this entire section. And I've got no Wildwood Rangers on this side. I put them all on this side, because I wanted to basically destroy one flank so I could get it around the back and, you know, get all these little juicy things. So, should help. So I actually sent my Spell Singer after these Quarrelers, because she's spare, and you know, she'll do okay in combat against Quarrelers. It stops them shooting, and it keeps these guys shooting a little bit longer, so it should help. So, wow, weird lighting there. Anyway, so again, nice bombardment on these guys. I think I get some hounds over here, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I used that already. Not sure. But anyway, so this front line, a bit iffy. I've still got Eternal, well, Treekin and my Lord and my Spellsinger in here. I'm quite happy for them to, you know, hold off all their Lords and Runesmiths, etc., while the Wildwood Rangers come in and finish these guys off, because that'll free up 2 units of Wildwood Rangers and take out a very vital unit of theirs. So, you know, I should win this flank very decisively now, because I know these guys can hold out, and, you know, that's all I want it for. So you can see now the Quarrelers, they're terrified, thanks to Orion being terrifying. That is very useful. And also you might notice the organ gun has gone for a walk, which is brilliant. They were trying to shoot at, you know, these guys, I assume, and chasing them. So now I've got Wildwood Rangers swarming all over them. That's fantastic. Also, these Quarrelers, they got terrified, and they ran away, and then they came back. But he hasn't turned them around, so now they're facing the other way, so they're not shooting, which is great. Unfortunately, Spellsinger is under a lot of attack, so I need to pull her out of there again. But you can see the organ gun totally torn to shreds, so that's pretty good. Yeah, so only 5 units left there. And so now I'm behind the Warriors Dragonfire Pass. This is great. So this, if I can take these guys out, then that's going to be 3 units of Wildwood Rangers that I have spare from this engagement, which is huge. And as you can see, the Grumbling Guard are gone. Warriors Dragonfire Pass are almost gone. And yeah, Quarrelers, they're getting pretty hurt actually by my Glade Lord. And at the moment, his organ guns are still focused on my Glade Guard rather than Glade Lord. But this side is struggling. This isn't going so well for me. The Eternal Guard, they're being killed by Dwarf Warriors. Over here, I've just got 1 unit of Eternal Guard being taken out by Dwarf Warriors and Longbeards. But this is really far away, so I'm happy. I'm happy for them to win this, because it's going to take them ages. So, you know, I can kill Runesmiths and things over here. It's going to be great. So, I get the Treekin in on the Quarrelers. The Treekin, they just refuse to die, so they're great for just shutting down a unit for a long time. And, of course, I'm still shooting into them. And now I've got all these Wildwood Rangers running amok on this side, backed up by Orion. So that's really good. So, guys over here, you know, these Eternal Guards still fighting. You know, over here, I just managed to hold them back for ages with cheaper units. Because, yeah, those Longbeards are great weapons. They're very expensive. There's a lot of expense they had wrapped up over here, so that's good. So I was able to sneak in, you know, on this side, and yeah, keep their ranged units distracted by my ranged units. So yeah, went pretty well this side. But I am pretty dishevelled, and you know, if they get these guys back, they've still got a lot of fighting power, and guys keep coming back from over here, coming in behind me. So I keep having to, you know, send people back that way. So you'll see I'm getting some Wildwood Rangers on these organ guns, because yeah, I really want them to stop shooting at my Spellsinger and everyone else. So I think another Earthblood comes down here, or was this a rune? No, that was a Runesmith proccing something. What did he just use? So Rune of Negation, which is very irritating. So you'll see Orion is getting beaten up quite a lot, because, you know, what with Ungrim, with the Axe of Dargo and everything, huge, you know, anti-large bonus. The Axe of Dargo, another 16, I think he's got 16 already, so huge bonuses against Orion, so I need to run him, and I really need her to stay alive so she can heal him. So this is a little bit scary, her being shot at like this. If she breaks, Orion is going to be useless for the rest of this fight. So here, come down with, you know, not piercing bolts. I really should learn what that's called, shouldn't I? So here, take cover behind these Dwarf Warriors. You see, I got an Earthblood off, so a little bit more health. So that's good. Or did I? Is that happening yet? Has that happened? It looks like they have very little health. I do heal at some point, anyway. So, obviously the Wildwood Rangers took out the organ gun, and now they're fighting some Dwarf Warriors that came back. That's fine, not a problem. And here, Wildwood Rangers against Quarrelers. Yeah, I don't like the Quarrelers' chances. But, you know, they've still got this, they've still got these Longbeards over here. But I've still got them fighting Treekin, which is great. So they're not coming back yet. Also, these Dwarf Warriors, they seem to be legging it. They seem to be trying to make a front over here. But that leaves poor Ungrim here to get, you know, killed to bits. So that's not good. That's not good at all. And yeah, I've still got so many Wildwood Rangers. He just hasn't been able to kill them. Yeah, he should have been focusing them down more with the organ guns, I think. Especially when they're coming around this way, he still had an organ gun and is firing at Glade Guard. He had to kill these guys. They're just too good here. Yeah. So there we go. So yeah, it's a fun one. I honestly wasn't sure I'd win at the start there. I always find Wood Elves against Dwarves a little bit tricky. yeah, I don't find it my easiest matchup, honestly. But this seemed to work out quite well. And I think most of that was because he didn't go for the Wildwood Rangers with everything he had, and he should have done, because obviously dwarves can take out Eternal Guard without a problem. Orion, you know, against Ungrim would win that normally. I mean, he did try and take out the Spellsinger for quite some time there, you know, with the organ guns and things. That's not a bad idea, because that means that any damage you do to Orion is permanent. You know, he's not just going to get it back and carry on fighting you, because Orion is an absolute trooper. He is very dangerous. But, yeah, you can see Threekin, you know, they got butchered, but they held so many of the enemy back for so long, and so far away from my main fighting force, you know. So they were very useful. And, yeah, weirdly, though, the Winterheart Guards just immediately died. I cannot believe how quickly they got taken out. I know they got charged by a few units, but, you know, they shouldn't be that bad at getting charged. Everything else held up okay. Okay, they're all dead, but you know what I mean. 3 kills for an unbreakable unit. They fought to the last man and only killed 3. How? I mean, that is crazy. But then, you know, I did get 185 and 178 kills with these 2 units of Wildwood Rangers, so yeah, I mean, that was fine. One of these guys were in the engage with them, and they did fine. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. Not a lot of kills with the Glade Guard, but it did some damage, and kept them busy. Because these guys aren't the most expensive things in the world, but it seemed they had 2 organ guns and 2 units of Quarrelers constantly trying to shoot at them. So, yeah, it was a fun one, though. Very close. Very close. But unfortunately, he just wasn't able to shut down my most sorry, my most valuable units. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. It was a good one. So, Athelstan, thank you. That was a great match. Also, Athel Lauren. Why are you a dwarf? That's, yeah, we got the names the wrong way around. Because, you know, Janet is a classic dwarf name. It's not, I lied. But yeah, so great match. If you guys enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.